Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a part 2 of my Brazilian wax experience, well, edition, or whatever I labeled my first video. This is going to be part 2. Back when I was in Hawaii, probably like 2 months ago or a month ago, I got my vagina wax and it was the best experience ever. The waxer was Brazilian. She knew what she was doing. She used the hard wax, everything. She was very cutthroat, went to the point. It was pretty much, my appointment took about probably 15-20 minutes. And yeah, my vagina was very clean. It was like smooth as a baby's button. Prior to me getting that wax, I had a really bad experience here in Puerto Rico. I already told you that I moved from Hawaii to Puerto Rico. But yeah, I just really had a bad experience. I don't want to share that with you because you guys seem to like my first video of getting a Brazilian wax. So hopefully you guys like this video of part 2. So before further ado, is that what they say? Without further ado, let's get on to the video. The day of my appointment, my husband drove me. I went into it was at the mall. I pretty much looked it up online to see whether it was a good place or not, and it said it was a good place, so I was like, okay, I have nothing to be afraid of. I pretty much went in there, checked in. The lady called my name and she was like, Samantha, and I was like, here. So I walked on right in and she told me to take my clothes off, you know the procedure, take your pants off, lay down and wait for them to come back in. So I waited for her to come back in, and she came back in and she pretty much, she didn't really know how to speak English. It was very, like, I could tell she had a hard time speaking English, but I could understand what she was saying, and she kind of understood what I was saying. And prior to me going to that wax, I actually was shaving with a razor, and you should never, ever shave with a razor after you have gotten a Brazilian wax. If you've been getting Brazilian waxes for the most part, like continuously, do not ever start shaving down there, because your hairs is gonna grow different types of ways. And if you decide to get a Brazilian wax after, it's going to hurt even more. That's what happened to me. I went in there, my hair was all kinds of everywhere, you know? And it wasn't just growing in one, how do I say this? It wasn't really growing in one direction. It was growing all kinds of directions. She was waxing the bikini area, which was easy. She used a strip wax, and I noticed she only had that type of wax. And I got scared because back when I was in Hawaii, I told the lady my situation of what happened in Puerto Rico, and she told me my type of hair, which is coarse because I'm mixed, and down there is coarse and it's mixed too. It needs a special type of wax, which is a hard wax, and I guess it grips the roots of the coarse hair, and it's easily like removable rather than using like a strip wax where you have to keep going like right after each other, which is like really bad because your skin's gonna get really sensitive. I was in there checking out her surroundings, and I know she didn't have no hard wax. And I asked her, is this the only type of wax that you have? Because I was so used to getting hard wax. And she told me, yeah, this is the only wax. And I was like, you don't have like hard wax? And she was like, no. And after she told me no, I knew I was in for a rude awakening. And I was thinking in my head, oh my gosh, this is gonna hurt so bad. I already know this is gonna hurt. So she went ahead and went on the top part of my vagina. She went on the top part and she started waxing with the strip wax, and it hurt really bad. It hurt so bad. I think I teared a bit. They say you're supposed to breathe out. Don't hold in your breath when you're getting waxed. I did that method and it did not work. It did not work. It did not work at all. It was so sore. She went down the deeper she went down, the more I was just like, just stop. Just stop. But I didn't do that. I just like let her do her thing. I noticed she kept using the same stick. She kept using the same stick to wax, and usually I've noticed people usually change the stick after they like use the wax a couple of times, but she kept using the same stick. And I was like thinking in my head, I better not get an infection because you're not changing out your sticks, lady. What the heck? Sorry, I'm getting hot talking about this because I feel like I'm there again. But I was already sweating. And like I said in my other video, they lay out this paper. You guys, the paper was sticking to my back, and I was really sweating, and I was just pretty much in my mind, I was just like, get me out of here. But she kept waxing, and I know like the farther you go down, it's supposed to hurt less, which is, yeah, it hurts less, but she was using the strip wax, and it was still hurting. So she was telling me, are you okay? I'm sorry. It's because you waxed with a razor. And I was like, no, it's not because of that. It's because you're using strip wax. I know why it also hurts, because I was using a razor prior to getting waxed, but you're not using the correct wax, lady. You're not using the hard wax that is supposed to be recommended for this types of hairs. The deeper she went in, she was telling me that she needed help. So I was like, what do you mean you need help? Like, what? So she told me, can I grip down there? So I was using like these fingers, and I was gripping down there because she said she needed, I guess she wanted to see more clearly down there. I don't know. I don't know. So I was helping her out. I was like holding my thing, you know, my thing. I was holding it, and it was starting to get a little slippery down there, and she was telling me, can you grip it a little bit more? And I was like, look, lady, like, I'm not even supposed to be doing this much work. I'm already sweating as it is because it hurts so much, and now you got me doing extra work. So I'm pretty much down there, and I'm telling her, excuse me, I can't even grip anymore because my hands are slippery. And you know what she tells me? She hands me a paper towel, and she tells me, here you go. I guess she wanted me to wipe my hands and re-grip. So I was just like, what the heck? In my head, I'm like, lady, you don't know what you're doing. 2, I should not be doing this much work. 3, I want to get out of here because, like I said, you don't know what you're doing. Being the strong girl that I am, I stayed true to getting this wax. So after like 1,000 waxes later, she was finished, and she said, do you want to see how it looks? So I was just like in utter pain. So she told me, here's the mirror, and I looked down there. My goodness. You know in Toy Story where it has that that baby doll with like the spider legs, and it has like little hairs sticking out? That's how my vagina looked. It was a hot mess. It was not like, it wasn't even smooth as a baby's. No. You know what it looked like? It looked like hairs was up here, some hairs was gone, and she was like, I can tweeze it out. Number one thing that I hate is if you rely on tweezing the vagina hairs. That hurts like hell. Some people, they can tolerate it, but me, I can't tolerate it, especially if the hairs are thick. And like I said, I have coarse hair down there. So you're not gonna use tweezers to tweeze on there. You should have done your job waxing. Sorry, but you're not gonna do that. She pretty much was trying to tweeze it, and I like grabbed her hand. I was like, no, I can't do this. No, I can't. No. And I told her, I'm not trying to be mean to the lady, but I was telling her, she was like, is it good? I was like, yeah, it's good. And in my head, I'm like, no, it's not good. Like, I shouldn't even be here. I'm not paying you. That's what pretty much I wanted to say. But I'm like, being the nice person that I am, I was just like, yeah, it's okay. I like it. It's nice. Even though I know it wasn't nice. From then on, I was just like, you know what? I'm not getting wax here ever again. You don't have the type of wax that I need for this type of hair. These are special types of hairs. And if you don't got the necessary equipment, how are you gonna have? It looked like she didn't even know how to do this type of hair. She was looking like, hello, you're a waxer. You should know what to do with this type of hair. You should have the necessary hard wax. But I don't know, maybe it was my fault for going there in the first place without knowing that they had hard wax. Because usually every time they leave me in the room by myself, I'm usually being nosy. Like, what we about to use today? What we about to do? Okay. But when I saw that she didn't have hard wax, I should have took my butt out of that room and was like, never mind, deuces, I'm going to do it later. So, the moral of the story is I need to learn how to wax my own dang vagina. Just kidding. But yeah, that's pretty much my experience. I don't even think I tipped her. Maybe I tipped her $2. I don't know. I tipped her something. But that was like the worst experience. It wasn't worse than my first experience ever getting a Brazilian wax, but it's up there. It's like rated top. It's rated top. It's rated high. Will I ever go to that same place to get wax? No. Because it hurt like heck. Yeah, it hurt really, really bad. But yeah. And that's pretty much it of my Brazilian wax experience, which was really crappy. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And if you hadn't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye guys.